saw an AskReddit question. Here, we'll start with Scott. Scott, I'm going to give you 3 inches. You need to allocate it to your height and your dick. What is the breakdown?
What?
Shit. Wait. 3 inches added to either of those?
Yeah. No, you can go 2 and 1. You can go 3 and 0.
Oh, dude, three in the dick.
3 in the dick.
Yeah. I'm already 6 feet tall. I'm just barely in there. So it's like, in there is in there.
Yeah. What, you trying to make him get a whole new wardrobe? He wants a bigger dick. Let's go.
By mistake.
I'm with him. I want the gigantic dick. Let's go. Yes.
Exactly. I want women to hold it like Hunter Biden.
I want you want women to hold it like Hunter Biden's.
Yes.
That's a good one, but part of me wants to take one and be 6'1", because being 6 foot, it's like no one ever believes you, because there are so many fibbers out there, so many 5'11" guys who are stealing valor from 6 feet kings, and so maybe 2 on the dick, 1 get up to 6'1", because that's no one lies about 6'1" ever. That's the least lied about.
All right, I'm with you. I'm taking an inch to the height too. I'm taking
1 for height, 2 for dick.
Yeah, 2 for dick.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I might split the difference. Because I think I'm about 6'1.5". An inch and a half would get me up to 6'3" even.
I am putting every bit of this in my height. My dick is fine. I don't even have a desire for it.
You're a married man, sir.
That's it.
If you came home with more cock, she might be like, what the fuck have you done?
Dude, half the positions we do are already tread carefully positions. You add more length to that, and it's going to fucking...
So you're just going to be... You're 6'3" with little arms? You can't add 3 inches of height without your arms getting longer.
I would look silly,
you can.
No, you wouldn't
notice. Absolutely not. We've talked about it before. My wingspan is too long already. Like my arms are a little longer than they.
No, I'm not saying yours. I'm saying that if Woody adds
add
just
all 3
inches, then you're going to have a 6 foot man.
It won't be noticeable.
He's
going to put it in his torso. It's all going to be torso height.
That's what I'm describing.
Will that 3 inches make a difference though on the arms? Like, do you think people will look at them and they'll be like, what the hell's wrong with them? And then they slowly figure that out.
You're probably right. I was just imagining, there's a picture of the leg breaking surgery that some people get to become taller. And this one dude went from, I think the picture we saw was like, he went from like 5'8" to 5'11 and a half, maybe 6 foot. But it was bigger than that. It was like 5'3" to 5'9". It was something like that. The guy was real short. And in the after photo, he is taller, but his arms are like, they're like T-Rex arms. They're not coming down as far as like a normal person's arms hang, so he looks like he's disabled almost.
Yeah.
Anytime there's plastic surgery, you can nitpick it. He probably still looks better.
Oh, yeah. Like if you're like 5'4" as a guy, that is a rough roll. Like you got to go to China or New York or wherever they do like breaking bone.
Better hope you got a 20 on charisma.
No, go find yourself a short girl and make yourself like a couple that matches. Don't break your legs.
You know what short girls like? Tall guys.
Money.
For some fucking reason. Well, money, yeah.
Cat Williams, money. It's a lot easier to make a lot of money than fucking grow 3 inches. So get to work. Cat Williams was like, they got this surgery. They can give you, for $250,000, they can give you an inch. I'm rich as fuck. I could be 7'6". I wonder how tall he actually is. He's got to be like 5.
He's a real little fella. What were you saying, Scott?
No, I was going to tell a story, but it's all good.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say fucking height matters because like I learned recently that my great grandfather was in the Civil War, right? And he was in a regiment that was in like all the battles and shit like that. And we're learning about that. We're learning about him, and we're like, oh, dude, like wow, this is crazy. Oh man, like tears in the eyes, kind of pride. And then we see one of his draft cards, and it says 5'3".
Wow.
And me and my uncle and my dad just started cracking the fuck up. So I think the height really does matter if you're like 5'3", 5'4", You know
what I think that is? Is it because people didn't have as much protein as children back then growing up or something? Like because you're 6 feet tall. How tall is your dad?
He's like 5'10", I think. And the thing is, my great grandfather was a potato famine baby, so that's probably what it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Not getting any nutrients.
Zach, find that photo of the U.S. Marine, the North Korean Marine, and the South Korean Marines standing together, like at the border. And it's like, first of all, y'all could have dressed that dude up a little better if he was going to be on camera with the American and the South Korean. No, our guys looking fucking nice. We picked a good guy out. The South Koreans got their dude. They're Ace. Come on, your cameras are out. The North Koreans sent this scrawny motherfucker who looked hungry in the picture, and he's wearing like those brown plain like uniform. Everybody else is looking spiffy. Look at this shit.
Yeah, so they didn't even send the top. Why,
dude? The South Korean looks like a gangster. He looks like he could do all sorts of. Look at the belt buckle he's got. I feel like he's a dojo champion / pimp. Like he's like a Tom Cruise level of cool right there. With
the American's not dressed well, but he's a big boy. At least he looks like one next to that little boy.
Yeah,
I'm sure that South Korea and America were both like, all right, well, we're not stupid. Send your big, intimidating guy. And North Korea is like, who's our biggest, most intimidating guy? Well, he's 5'4".
Is that his name, Anastasia? Is his last name Anastasia? What does that mean?
Anastasia?
Yeah, that's probably his last name.
It just
I think they do last name. Pat.
No one ever made fun of him.
No, that guy's square.
Hey, where's Private Anastasia? Oh, well, welcome.
Oh, there he is. Yes.
Welcome to the unit, sir.
Sorry. When we were making fun of you, we did not imagine you would be 6'10", sir.
Oh my God. All right. So the Simpsons episode where Nelson's picking on the guy in the car and the guy gets out and he's a giant. And it's like, oh no. I saw a video of that happening in real life the other day.
I saw that too.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Oh my dudes
the big guy used his restraint there.
There's like a traffic incident and this dude's gets out of his car and comes back and he's yelling and cursing and the driver's trying to be understanding, but dude's pushing it. And so he's like, you motherfucker, gets out. And the driver looks like Hodor from Game of Thrones. He is an ape of a man, like maybe 6'4", 6'5", 340 pounds, a giant. And all of a sudden the whole... 6'5". It was hard to tell because
I was standing next to like a full-size truck and he was over a head taller than it.
He looked like a Brahma bull standing on its back legs. And the original guy, like the whole mood changed. Like it was like, oh, well, fuck your big.
All right, well, mind your P's and Q's, sir. I'm getting back in my car.
It's absurd. Yeah, it's funny when you see that like visual math happen real quick. And it's like a different dog walked in the room or something like that, and it was like, oh shit, what are you?
Yeah. Did you finish Jack
record scratch moment,
Kyle?
I told you I watched the first episode. I found it wanting, and I don't plan to go back.
Stop there. Well, you're probably right.
Yeah, quit it. That show is shit now. It's just a big jacked guy from Blue Mountain State going around, asking advice from less qualified people.
You guys haven't seen it. He has two ladies in his special investigators unit.
Mm-hmm.
Each of these girls, by the way, both of them built like fashion models, can beat up 2 or 3 men at a time. And damn, this is just stupid.
That's impressive. Was it their army training, you think?
I think they were wearing plot armor. I think that's what helped them out.
That's what did it. Yeah, if you watch fighting and watch professional athletes do their thing, you kind of have a different sense of the way the world works, especially if you do it yourself a little bit. Like that's one thing that always irks me. That really thin Japanese girl there was that Kiefer Sutherland show called Last Survivor, where he was the designated survivor on a State of the Union, and Congress gets destroyed and he has to rebuild the government. In the later seasons of that, when they didn't know what to do, they would just send this skinny Japanese girl on like secret missions to go beat up thugs in South America. And it's like you said, she's acting like she's Rambo. Like doesn't matter how many men there are, it doesn't matter how many guns there are, and she's like,
built like a fashion model.
This girl's fists are so small, like there's just not enough mass moving to hurt someone. You know what I mean? Like you can be as technical as you want, but you're not going to knock me out. Like you can't hit that hard. And she's just giving these guys the old 1-2, and they're out like cold.
It's like rowing a boat with a broomstick, right?
Yeah.
Just that you can pull as hard as you want. You're not going anywhere.
And it's not a girl thing even necessarily. Like I always say, like I don't want some little femboy fireman coming to save me either. I want a big brawny motherfucker that looks like Captain Anastasia over there. Like, you better pick me up in your arms and like not even sweat it. Like, I don't want you to be having a hard time getting me out of there.
Yeah. Firefighters should all be jacked.